So after 5 years of story buildup, we finally get the encounter with the man behind everything. The man that have been lurking in the shadows since the beginning and is responsible for everything. Oh, looks like he have already been killed. Okay. Yo, what is up everybody, it's your boy Skara, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the death of the Imagined and Geno. So Hypix just tweeted out that Geno and the Imagined is going to be the two key characters that will die in the issue 5 of the Marvel X Fortnite comics. From the images we are seeing, the comic apparently takes place during the collision event after Geno and the Imagined falls into the 0 point. So if you remember, as we are fighting the Imagined and we are climbing up the ladders up to the 0 point, two characters is falling into the 0 point, and those two characters were 3D models of the Imagined and Gunner, but it actually turns out that Gunner just were a placeholder for Geno. So after Geno and the Imagined fell into the 0 point, their bodies actually started discorporating. You see, discorporating happens when someone or something enters the 0 point before the 0 point have been calibrated. We have actually seen something like this before back in the Batman comic with Eternal Voyager. So what's actually happening here is that the object or the person who jumps into the uncalibrated 0 point gets their particles completely scattered across to every reality in the Omniverse. According to Geno, Geno tries to slow down the discorporating effect. I assume that they just can't cancel the effect, because if there was anybody that would know how to cancel the effect, it would be Geno. But he then continues on by saying that he would really do anything for his daughters, and slowing down the effect was the only thing he could do. We then see a shot of Jonesy and the Foundation, and this is apparently right after they jump into the 0 point to chase Geno. So before Geno completely disintegrates, he turns to Foundation and tells that his plan has always been to protect and perfect every reality of the Omniverse. From Geno's perspective, the Foundation have always viewed Geno's methods of being quite abhorrent. He then goes on to say that he genuinely hope that the Foundation is right, because if the Foundation fail, it will be the end of everything. Now, we already know that there are some backstory that's still unexplained between the Foundation and the Imagined Order, as Sloan recognized the Foundation when he took off his mask back in the end of chapter 2. This also confirms that Geno also knew who the Foundation was, so they must have been working really close on something during some point of time, or at least they were both researching the 0 point together at some point. But there's something just about the death of Geno that just doesn't really stick to me. You know, the feeling that the guy that we have been hunting and the guy that's been behind everything has just died off the main stage like this is just so absurd, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense for the storytelling Donald Mustard and his crew is working on. But this might be a good explanation to why we will get a skin of Geno very soon, as the survey leaks includes a skin of Geno. Now, we all know that every skin we have in the locker is someone that have been made snapshots of themselves. So this could be a perfect explanation for just that. But I must say that this is probably one of the weirdest ways I've seen any story writer end off a character, and especially Geno, because Geno is supposed to be the main villain of the whole story. After 5 years of build-up, it just doesn't feel right that ending off a character like that, not even giving him screen time in the actual game, seems kinda odd. So something in me do still believe that Geno will return at some point, because we still have all these characters that is confirmed to show up at some point. You know, we have the Paradigm, which were confirmed to play a huge key part in the future of the Fortnite story, but we haven't seen her for the past 3 years. So you might ask, like, what is Donald really planning, and how long is Donald planning to keep this story going? But finishing off the Imagined Order like that isn't really the weirdest part to me, because what's happening at the moment in the story is that the 7 has also disappeared. So now no original character of the story is involved in the Fortnite story. Everybody has completely disappeared, and it's all leading up to this mysterious character seen in the season 3 trailer that we really do not know much about, but I will assume that we will know more about her when season 4 comes around. Now, apparently there is this black goo around the island that is responsible for the disappearance of all the 7 members, and some people are speculating that this is called Chronium, because the teaser videos is showing me some weird substance called chromium, but in the teaser there's also like some furniture that is covered in gold, so a lot of people think that this might be relating to the fact that Midas will return, and we already know that Midas will return, as we know that we will get an anime pack with him, so this was nothing new really. But the black goo on the island being related to the crew pack and everything, I don't know, it's just a big mess to me. Now with that being said, I am curious to hear about what your opinions about the death of Geno is. It's definitely a weird one for me, but with that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's been your boy Skara, take care of yourself and have yourself a damn good one.